All right, ladies and gentlemen, got some good questions from Lil Ball 00. What up, John? All right, so first, I just want to clear the air here. Everybody has the same amount of time in a day, right? 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what else you do. We all still have the same amount of time, okay? All right, John asked some good questions here. Made some comments. First, let's start with this one. So, obstacle eating healthy is deciding to invest the time to preparing fresh, unprocessed foods. In your experience, how much time, money difference does eating unprocessed foods actually have? Let's talk about this. In your experience, how much of a time, money difference? Time money difference. So it's hard to look at because if like the cost of eating unhealthy, like let's look to the future, right? So you can do cheap meals, cheap gas station food, cheap processed foods day in and day out. How much money like you might save like short term, but long term like you're gonna cost like it's gonna cost a whole lot more than money, right? So like you're gonna have to deal with the diseases, the things that come with eating unprocessed foods within your body. So like you can't compare the two. So a lot of people say it's so expensive to eat healthy. I mean it's relative, but it's more expensive than eating unprocessed food or processed foods. I mean, of course, but again, the savings that you're gonna get not only from like just from life, like you're gonna feel better, you're gonna have more energy. Like there's you can't compare it, right? So if you put a value on it, I think that it's actually very, very inexpensive to eat healthy foods. It just is. I don't know if like there's an actual comparison, but I mean if you look at the cost of treating disease, what's the cost of being unhealthy or clogged arteries or can't breathe or the unhealthy, like you can't put a value on that. There's no value. It's invaluable to be healthy long term. So that's what I want to get in our heads here, is to think long term about the cost savings or about what we're trying to do. So, I think that we're thinking a little bit backwards when we want to think about saving money, like now with the money that we have. And we all have the same amount of time, although we don't have the same amount of money. But think about it long term, that you're going to be saving a whole lot more than money. To John's other question here on this side, think eating healthy is not only difficult because our bodies are conditioned to so many sugars in almost everything that we eat. Absolutely, totally agree with this. If you don't pay attention, or if you just don't realize a lot of the things that we're eating, a lot of it has processed sugars that causes us to be addicted to these things. Right. And so absolutely is one of the hardest things to do, is to get rid of that addiction, or, stop that addiction and start to eat real, healthy, unprocessed foods. So John also mentioned that, whatever source you choose can be intimidating because it seems like a lot more time and energy is required to eat healthy. Can you recommend any quick and easy alternatives? And again, I see this day in and day out, not from this question. I mean, just everywhere. Quick and easy alternatives. Why are we looking for quick and easy alternatives? That's the wrong mindset. It really is. The quick, easy alternatives is like it's all out there, right? I mean, these are the supplements. These are the the quick things that you think that are going to be saving money, saving time. But when we back up a little bit, we all have the same amount of time, and so We have to stop thinking that the answer, or stop looking for the shortcut. When you pose a question about quick and easy alternatives, that's like, hey, is there a shortcut? Is there a way to save time? Is there a way to, to make this easier? I don't think that's the right answer. Now, hear me out. So here's what I propose, or here's what I really believe that every human should absolutely back up, start from scratch, and rely on no outside help, or in a sense, bring it all internal within the house, right? Within your family. Like, what can we do to survive as a family, or to own this as a family or an individual? Like, let's bring it all back in. We have to stop looking for quick and easy alternatives, stop looking for the shortcuts. We have to understand like what it is, the baseline, or the foundation of real health. The foundation and base of real health is to understand real foods and how to prepare them, and what our body needs and how our body responds to the things that we're eating. And so, I really can't recommend any quick and easy alternatives. Now, just like with everything, when we first start, like when you first go shopping and have no idea where even the produce section is, it's going to take you longer within the supermarket, within the shopping. It's going to take you longer to shop and to know where, the onions are, where the radishes are, where the spinach is, where the lettuce, like where these healthy foods are, and then, where are they, what goes together, what are we making? So when we first start, it's going to take you a very long time. It's like with anything, right? You got a new program or a new software, kind of relate it to something where when you first do these things or first attempt them, it's going to take a very long time. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to get lost. You're going to be confused. You're not going to know what to do. But guess what? As you continue this process, as you continue to learn where these things are, the second trip, I almost can guarantee that you're going to be a lot quicker within the supermarket. You're going to save time, right? So at first, it may take you 2 hours to get all of the things out of the supermarket. The next time, you're going to remember where these things are, what we're making. You're going to have a better idea of where these things are. Headed to a new job or something, right? You're not going to know where the parking is. You're not going to know where your office is. You're not going to know where, the classroom is. You're not going to know, where your locker is. I mean, think about all of these things. But guess what? By, day 30, you know exactly where your locker is, where your office is, where your, where the paper is, where your pencils, where your where these things are. And it just happens as the more that you get introduced to this, the more that you gain experience into these things, like it's going to be quicker. Okay. So it may cost more time up front, but it will reduce time. I think a lot of people, and you're right, they get intimidated because it's so complicated. It seems like it's overwhelming. But you have to understand, these people, we've been doing it for a while. And so therefore it's very quick for us. But when you're first starting, it's not as quick. It's frustrating. You don't know how to chop the onions. You don't know in what order, right? You're reading directions, right? You're doing all of these things that take time. But guess what? If you make a meal one time, and you make it the next time, the next time that you make it, you're gonna know what to get. You're gonna be better prepared because you're gonna have more experience. I mean, it's just simple. The problem is that people want the quick and easy alternative. They don't go to the base. They don't go to the foundation. They go for the quick and easy alternative. So in my mind, it would be detrimental if I just gave you a quick and easy alternative. I think so many people are giving you the quick and easy alternatives are out there. And what it is, it's the supplements, it's the protein shakes, it's the, send this to my house. And, it's just, those are the quick and easy alternatives that, in a sense, prohibit you from fully understanding the foundation of what we need. So I encourage everybody to take ownership and take responsibility, take accountability for understanding how to prepare these things yourself. Take ownership of finding out where these things are in the store, take ownership of, how these things go together, what you really enjoy doing. You may hate, peeling onions or something at first because it's complicated, it gets all over the place. You don't know how to cut it, right? But the more that you learn, you come across our videos, you'll know how to slice it, how to easily peel it. For example, we just learned peeling garlic or taking garlic out. It was phenomenal. This person stuck the knife right in, twist, and pull out. Whereas, normally, like, you're peeling out the side, you're doing all of these things. So it's a quick and easy alternative, but you're not going to appreciate it unless you get to the foundation, unless you actually go through the hard work of, the dirt. Get into the dirt, get into the hard things of making these meals, of preparing the meals, of not knowing what goes in, of messing it up, of burning things, of making it, oh, that didn't taste well. But the more that you gain experience, the more that you practice this, the better you're going to be. So in my mind, can I recommend any quick and easy alternatives? I mean, a quick and easy alternative is, buying some celery and then dipping it in good peanut butter. Like, that's a quick and easy alternative to, I don't know, like a preparing a whole meal, right? That's a snack. Those are quick and easy snacks that you can use. So don't be intimidated, like, take ownership of it, right? And if it's a priority for you, which again, it should be, you really wouldn't be listening to this in depth as you are. You wouldn't be following this if it wasn't a priority, or if you're not trying to make it a priority. We're trying to eliminate the roadblocks. And so just understand that the more that you go after this, the more that you understand what good things go together, what you enjoy, because you and I may not enjoy the same vegetables, the same fruits. I mean, you may not. Ava's a huge fan of cilantro. Lane just ate some cilantro. He didn't like it. I didn't like cilantro at first, but the more that I've got introduced to it, the more that she used it in preparing it meals, the more I enjoyed the taste. And so you get adjusted. Some of you may not ever be adjusted. It just you might want to gag as soon as you taste a little bit of it. Okay, so don't use cilantro, but now you know. And so I think we have to get out of the mindset of quick and easy alternatives. The quick and easy alternatives don't work long term. They're not sustainable. They just don't work. I don't think that you want the quick and easy alternative. I don't think you do. And if you do, I think that we have to back up. Why do you want the quick and easy alternative? What else are you doing with your time? Like, what we don't you're so busy that you can't spend let's just say 2 hours. Eat 2 hours. I think that you're going to find that you'd rather watch TV or rather do other things. And I'm not saying every meal should be 2 hours. I mean, you ask Ava, like, there's no way that all the time that she spends in the kitchen is 2 hours. But, like, it's not that overwhelming. It's really not. And let's just say maybe at first it is, but the next time you do it, it'll maybe be, let's say, 90 minutes. And the next time, an hour. The next time, 45 minutes. You'll find out where you can cut steps or, get the shortcuts within that process of actually doing it, of the hard things. And so we all have the same amount of time. I think that's an excuse. I think that when we start to think about quick and easy alternatives or quick and easy or shortcuts, I think that's the wrong mindset. We're getting further away from where we actually want to be. So I think every human should absolutely stop, and at least at first, you may find out that you absolutely just can't be in the kitchen. You just don't, you start cutting yourself. I mean, right? Those people are out there. It happens. But I can almost guarantee if you put in the work, if you put in the effort, if you put in the time, right? Not look for shortcuts. Don't look for the shortcut. You're already looking for the shortcuts. You're already looking for, how do I make this easier? I think that's the wrong mindset. I think you have to own it. own the hard things. Like, wow, this is hard, but you're going to get through it. I promise you're going to get through it. And even it tastes like mud at the end of it. Okay, but at least you went through that process. At least you went through that hard work to get there. And I can almost guarantee the next time it won't taste like mud. It won't taste as bad. All right, so in closing, just to set it straight, please stop looking for the quick and easy alternative until that you actually put in the hard work, put in the time, put in the effort. We all have the same amount of time. Don't worry about the cost. Like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure out the time savings. It will get quicker. You will get better. You will get more efficient at these things. Right? And then if you get the most efficient and the most and you'll never get there, but let's just say you cap out, you try your best, you put in all the work, all the effort, and it still takes you 7 hours to cook a unprocessed meal. We got issues. Talk to us about that. But that's not going to happen. So please stop looking for the quick and easy alternatives. Stop looking for that. The cost, I promise you, I can't put a number value on it. You can't, but you will thank me so much for just encouraging you to actually put in the work, put in the effort, right? Don't worry about, time or money difference, because it's the wrong mindset. It's the wrong mindset. Let's stop thinking about the cost of it, because the cost, it's invaluable. Your health is it's the most important. And then when you start thinking about your family's health, what's the cost of your family's health if you continue to put, Velveeta mac and cheese on the dinner table, even though it's cheap, it's quick, it's easy, right? What's the cost of that in 30 years? Now let's just say 18, right? You're not going to want to know the cost of that. So let's not even go there. Let's put in the work. Let's put in the effort up front, because we all have the same amount of time. Let's make it a priority to learn the hard things, to do the hard things. Just like in the gym, just like, you want a quick, easy alternative to wrap this thing around your body and it's going to make you have 6-pack abs. Who wants that? It's not sustainable. Number one, it doesn't work. It's fake. It doesn't work. It's not long lasting. That's not the answer. The answer is to put in the hard work, to put in the effort, because the results will be sustainable and you're going to come out on top. When you put in the hard work, when you put in the effort, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so good. And in fact, this is true. This is very true, because I make meals, right? Ava makes the majority of these meals, but when I put a meal together, it tastes so good. Why? Because you've made it with your own hands. It's just like the effort in your body. Nobody's giving you that nobody's putting that body or that thing on, no one's doing that. No one's putting that body on you. You've earned that body. You've earned those results. Right? And take pride in that, take ownership in that. That's where the answer is. So not the quick and easy alternative. That's the wrong mindset. So there is no quick and easy alternative. Let's put in the hard work. Hope that helps. Eat more plants. See ya.